there's a common theme that I believe that we are all seeing right now. It is an emotional, mental, and spiritual fatigue. There are so many emotions: compassion, frustration, anger, brokenness, sadness. From all different walks of life, experiences, and perspectives, these things wear on us. Some of our tiredness is out of a good and right, holy spiritual anguish, while others of our fatigue may come about from fleshly concerns and fleshly passions. All in all, the worst thing that we could do right now is to operate out of a spiritual deficit, to begin to act and speak in a position of spiritual fatigue. It is so critical in times like these that we are not speaking and acting and thinking out of a deficit, but out of an overflow of how God is renewing us with His strength and His change and His saving and healing power. Truly the best thing that we can give to others, because I know, Highview, that's what we all long for. We long to be a part of restoration and healing and unity and salvation and righteousness and justice and all these wonderful things. We long for that. But the best way we can offer that is from what God has done to us personally through being in His presence. I love the prayer of Psalm 67. The prayer says this in verse 1, "May God be gracious to us and bless us, and make His face to shine upon us." The psalmist is praying, Lord, shine upon us. Give us your strength. Give us your renewal. Give us your power. For what reason? It goes on, verse 2. "So that your way may be known on earth, your saving power among all nations." True hope, true healing come from when we are able to offer something that's not ours, something that's much greater, when we are able to offer King Jesus Himself in His strength, His renewal, when we've been in His presence. It's amazing. Jesus is the light of the world, and we have been filled in Him. Because of the Holy Spirit, we are able to behold the glory of the Lord at all times, to be transformed from one degree of glory to the next. And when we are in His presence, and His face begins to shine on us and change us, and we are filled with His wisdom and His knowledge, and we have our eyes fixed on the King, King Jesus, whose throne is a throne of justice and righteousness, then do we really begin to understand those values and understand what it means to live on behalf of the King. Are you spending time in the presence of the Lord? Are you being refreshed in Him? There are so many wrong ways we can go about finding strength and refreshment. I know we can try to find it in another news cycle. Maybe that'll finally enlighten us or help us. Sometimes we search for it in another bag of Cheetos or a bowl of cereal. Sometimes it's late at night. We shine that phone screen in our face, scrolling and refreshing, only to find ourselves when the screen is turned off just as dark as when we began. This is not the case for those who have been in the presence of Jesus. Jesus, in Him, Colossians 2 says, are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. We desperately need Him. We desperately need to take His light of the things that He's moved in us according to His word and bring that hope, that love, that grace, that mercy, that truth to others. It is through the Spirit that we will find the strength and boldness in right situations to speak or be silent, to act or be still, but only through a deep conviction and abiding in His word and His presence. Highview, don't give up. Do not grow weary of doing good, for at the proper time you will reap. We are promised it. I'm praying for you.